यानी कि पूरी जिंदगी एक ही पार्टनर के साथ बिताना और पोलिगमी इस जहां पर आपके पास एक नहीं मल्टीपल पार्टनर्स हों जिंदगी में अलग-अलग मौकों पर हों या एक साथ हो उसकी डिटेल्स के बारे में हम आगे जाएंगे लेकिन सवाल ये पैदा होता है क्या इंसान मोनोगमस है या दिस इज समथिंग दैट हैज बीन इम्पोज्ड अपॉन ह्यूमंस थ्रू society, through culture, through religion or through morality. We are going to start off the show and Dr. Harpreet Singh is with us. Hello and good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing, Leena?
I'm very well, thank you so much. You're on the bridge, Dr. Harpreet. Are human beings monogamous by nature?
So, we are not. This answer was provided by a book written by David P. Barash and psychiatrist Judith Eve. And the name of the book is The Myth of Monogamy.
The Myth of Monogamy, okay.
The Myth of Monogamy. Mm-hmm. Though I just read the summary of it, I have not read the book, but it does mention they are not. And in fact, they define the three types of monogamy: sexual monogamy, social monogamy, and genetic monogamy.
Okay.
So they define this like sexual monogamy as the practice of having sex with only one mate at a time.
Okay.
And the social monogamy when animal forms pairs to mate and raise their offsprings.
Okay.
But still have flings on the side.
Okay.
So
social monogamy. Okay.
Yes, social monogamy. And the genetic monogamy is when DNA testing confirms that females' offsprings all come from one father.
Okay.
So what happens is, I would like to, as I mentioned, that monogamy is there's a myth, and this book really goes into detail. Why it is why by nature it seems that humans are naturally polygamous.
Okay.
So it is all about your muscle or the willpower muscle, if you want to say that.
Okay.
So there was a study done in Cornell University. The study was done about the food. So what happened was there was a group of people were put into the room and they were asked to eat cookies.
Okay.
And another group was asked to eat radish. So they were cookie eaters and the radish eaters. They were not supposed to cross. So a line that cookie eaters were supposed to eat cookies and the radish eaters were supposed to eat radish. So after they finished, then the math scientist, a scientist who gave a puzzle to them. And what happened was that the cookie eaters solved that puzzle for 18 minutes and the radish eaters solved that puzzle for 8 minutes. So radish eaters lost the game by 10 minutes. They were not able to persist. They said, you know what, we never got the cookie, what the heck.
Right.
Basically it went into the understanding that they did not have enough willpower.
Okay.
They had exhausted their willpower.
Right.
So similar things happens in our office,
Okay.
So,
sorry, मैं आपको एक सेकंड के लिए थोड़ा यहाँ पे इंटरप्ट करना चाहूंगी. You are saying that to be able to be monogamous, यानी कि पूरी जिंदगी एक ही पार्टनर के साथ गुजार देना takes willpower और जब तक आपकी willpower last करेगी तब तक आप monogamous रहेंगे and by nature human beings are actually not monogamous, they are polygamous. That's what you're saying?
According to the book.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
According to that book. So what happened, in the office when you're eating cookies or you're eating your drug rep brings you stuff, okay? So we are eating cookies, so we want to maintain the willpower and I'm not going to eat cookies.
Okay.
So I'm not going to eat a candy. I'm not going to. So entire day goes by holding off your willpower. At night time or in the evening when you go home and you go to your pantry, and there is all junk food over there.
There's a cookie there too.
Your willpower. Sorry.
Yes,
ahead.
I said there's a cookie in your pantry as well.
Yeah, pantry. And then because you have resisted the cookie all during the day, in the evening when you go to you're exhausted, your willpower is gone, you're exhausted and you go home, eat the cookie.
Okay.
So what happens is, so how can we change this? habit, we can change this habit by not buying the cookie at the first place.
Okay.
How can we change? So, some societies which shame the polygamous relationship,
right?
Which so if we don't provide that opportunity for a polygamous relationship, so we will be able to resist that thing. The polygamous relationship.
Okay. So you're saying that is why society is actually some way pressurizing us to maintain monogamous relationships, because we will all end up in polygamous relationships. And then let me ask you this. Then obviously, as a result of that, there are cheating days where you see a donut and you cannot resist, because kal hum show mein yahi baat kar rahe the that what is it, why do we cheat in relationships? And boredom was one fact. The temptation was one fact. Not being satisfied or happy in life, being bored of everything else was one fact as well. So then, of course, when society is going to restrict human beings to one mate, then obviously there are going to be cheating days. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, you mentioned a very interesting. I'm क्योंकि पंजाबी का या हिंदी का शो है, तो मैं थोड़ी सी हिंदी में और पंजाबी में बात कर लेता हूँ.
बिल्कुल.
क्या होता है कि इंडिया और पाकिस्तान में कहते हैं जब हस्बैंड अपनी वाइफ के लिए कुछ गिफ्ट लेके आता है, वो कहते हैं वो जोरू का गुलाम बन गया.
सही ऐसा होता है.
और क्या होता है कि ये नहीं समझ आती. एक बुक मैंने पढ़ी, इन्फ्लुएंसर, बहुत अच्छी किताब है. उसमें लिखा हुआ है कि रिलेशनशिप को बनाने के लिए, रिलेशनशिप को कायम करने के लिए, यू शुड ऑलवेज गिव सरप्राइजेस टू योर वाइफ. सरप्राइजों को, सरप्राइज एलिमेंट हो ना, तो इंटरेस्ट बना रहता है जिंदगी में. तो उसको बताना नहीं है, तो उसको सरप्राइज हो. कभी फ्लावर्स भेज दिए, मदर्स डे आ रहा है, फ्लावर्स भेज दिए जी. सरप्राइज दे दिया.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, doctor. Thank you so much for being with us and talking about the monogamy and जिस book का आपने reference दिया. I appreciate that. बहुत शुक्रिया for being with us. And listeners, आपको बताते चले, you're on the bridge. My name's Leena Shah. 713-974-4000 is the number to call us up in the studios. You're on the bridge. Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Yes, hi. Who's calling?
That monogamy is something that's not natural.
Okay. You're saying monogamy is... Okay, fine. Hold on one second. आपकी आवाज बीच में कट गई थी. Listeners के लिए, can you define monogamy for listeners? एक दफा फिर से define कर दें, because ये तो ऐसे words हैं कि मुझे सिर्फ monogamy का पता था. इसके बाद 4-5 और words, और जब मैं research कर रही थी शो की, तो I found out that what this is all about. और कितनी societies हैं इस दुनिया में जिसमें कि women have multiple husbands and one man has multiple wives. वो तो हमें पता है, ये बहुत जगहों पे हमने देखा है. So can you define for our listeners what is monogamy?
Monogamy, according to Western school of thought, is about more like one person being partnered with the other person for like on a mutual consent for a long time.
Okay.
मेरा कहने का मतलब ये है कि they are together and they are not sleeping around or having any sexual desire for other person.
So they are just two people, a man and a woman together in one relationship, और उसमें कोई और man, कोई और woman involved नहीं है. This is a monogamous relationship.
जी बिल्कुल.
Okay, and how would you explain a polygamous relationship?
Polygamous जिसको open relationship भी कह सकते हैं मेरे ख्याल से.
Okay. And what involves the various different kinds of polygamous relationships are polyandry, where one woman has more than one husband, polygamy where one man has more than one wife, and polyamory जहाँ पर various different, there could be 2 husbands and 3 wives and stuff like that. It's like a पूरा household है. So let's after defining that, आप बताइए, आज का मेरा सवाल ये है कि do you think that human beings are monogamous by nature? They get bored, or they get fed up, or they are just done with one partner and then they are just dragging through?
देखिए, बाय नेचर तो मैंने अभी आपको बताया, जिस तरह मैंने अपना टॉपिक स्टार्ट किया, कि ये बाय नेचर तो होता है कि ह्यूमन बीइंग आर नॉट मोनोगामस.
Okay.
It's a species of animal. We are like social animals. So this is a species of animal which rather wants to not to be like monogamous.
Okay.
इनका वो है कि मतलब after a little while they're not necessarily like तंग आ जाते हैं या बोर हो जाते हैं, but like we like varieties. Since we have a beautiful network of thoughts in our mind. हम लोग का दिल चाहता है कि कुछ ना कुछ नई चीज इन्वेंट करें, नई चीज एक्सप्लोर करें, चाहे वो रिलेशनशिप हो, चाहे वो साइंस हो, कुछ भी हो. तो उसके तवस्सुत से ही जो है मोनोगमी जो है वो इसमें एप्लीकेबल नहीं होती है. इस तरीके से आपको डिफरेंट कपड़े चेंज करने का शौक होता है, जिस तरीके से आपको डिफरेंट जूते, मतलब आई एम नॉट सेइंग इन अ वेरी derogatory term, but you know
it's okay, you can be very open about it, it's all right. We are all adults who are listening to this, and we all understand, even if we don't talk about it, we all understand who we are and what this society is all about.
जी बिल्कुल. कहने का मतलब ये है कि these are the conditions that are imposed on the society for the betterment of the society. It's a control system. मैं आपको ये कहना चाह रहा हूँ.
So you're saying,
जी बोलिए.
आप ये कह रहे हैं कि एक monogamous relationship होना जहाँ पर everyone has got just one partner, this is something that has been imposed upon human beings by society, that was designed by human beings, because ये society भी तो human beings की बनाई हुई है ना.
It's just like the other things that have been doctrined, like the marriage institution of marriage has also been made by human beings as well, right? And it's just for the betterment of the society कि ये जो मोनोगमी है इसमें जो है माशरती खराबियां पैदा ना हो, आप फैमिली को एक साथ लेकर चलें और मतलब इसी तरीके से आप सोसाइटी बनाएं. तो it's just a human, it's a man-made thing, I think.
Okay, you're saying it's a man-made thing. Well, thank you so much for participating and being on the show, on the bridge. Bye-bye. 713-974-4000 is the number to call us up in the studios. Let me know what you think about it. And at this point, I would like to include some research here. And when we ended the topic yesterday, the question that arose in my mind, in fact, I think I said it on air as well, that, today we should talk about, before we can blame someone of cheating, before we can blame someone of straying away, before we can blame someone of not sticking with their vows, we need to understand that by nature, as human beings, are we even able to do this? So we started off with some research that talked about 40 to 50% of marriages ending up in divorce in this current society, in this modern society. And I would like to talk about not just our community over here, not just about the mainstream American community here, but our community back in Pakistan and Hindustan as well. Second marriages have a much higher rate of failing. जो evolutionary psychologists हैं, उनका कहना ये है कि men are more prone to extramarital sex because it is a very core male urge to spread the genes. It has nothing to do with desire. That's interesting. Well, human species evolved हुई है to make commitments between males and females सिर्फ इसलिए ताकि वो अपने बच्चों को रेज कर सकें. According to this कहा जा रहा है कि majority of human race is monogamous when they prefer it to be that way, but by nature we are polygamous. You're on the bridge. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Welcome, sir.
Human beings की बात करें, differentiate between the two genders. So I mean, is there a difference between the desire for polygamy between men and women? I think there is, but
you think there is? You think there is a difference?
I think I'm not a socialist or anthropologist or researcher.
That's okay. आपका क्या opinion है? आप क्या सोचते हैं?
मेरा opinion ये है कि men are more polygamous by nature, or more inclined to polygamy, and women not so much. I mean, they are less on the lookout for exploration, whatever he said.
Yeah,
मर्दों में ज़्यादा ये है.
Yes, I was just.
ज़्यादा दुनिया में भी polygamy ज़्यादा है, polyandry तो है, होगी बहुत कम है.
Right.
जैसे हमारे subcontinent में तो polygamy है और ये Middle East polyandry कोई offline area में ज़रूर होगी. I'm not saying it is not there. I'm sure it's there.
Right.
But I mean, it's much less preponderant than polygamy.
Yeah, I was just some of the research that I was reading right before the show, and I just included this on here as well, that evolutionary psychologists have said that men are more likely to have a polygamous, yes, a relationship, and the reason for that is a very, very deeply rooted male urge to spread the genes on a very broader spectrum. And as far as a female's role is concerned in a polygamous or a monogamous relationship, in many mammals we see that जो मेल है वो ऑफस्प्रिंग की बच्चों की जो परवरिश होती है और बच्चों को जो रेस करना होता है उसमें बहुत कम करता है. बट इन ह्यूमन बीइंग्स चूंकि मेल ज्यादा पार्टिसिपेट करता है जिसकी वजह से मे बी ही इज एक्सपेक्टेड टू बी मोनोगमस एज वेल. लेकिन अगर फीमेल एवोल्यूशन की बात करें तो मेरा अपना पर्सनल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ये है कि इट डज नॉट फेवर अ फीमेल एंड हर ऑफस्प्रिंग टू बी पोलिगमस. अगर वो अपने बच्चों का सोचेगी
the whole social and sociological and biological setup is such that it doesn't suit her to be polygamous or whatever.
Doesn't suit the female to be polygamous.
It doesn't make a stable society or a stable household.
Right. So this society that has been made by man himself, why would not just man, like society, made by human beings, why would they impose something unnatural, upon themselves?
I think it's just because, as doctor said, whoever he was, that it is kind of more, for a more stable and, a more well-ordered society to prevent chaos and, anarchy and all. Because, you don't know who is the father and the mother. All this. I'm just saying that this is because you have an ordered society. Everything is going according to a certain rules. Children know that this is. It's good for the children also if they're raised in a stable house or with a two-parent atmosphere.
Right, right.
So I think it's because of that. And religions also stress on this. In general, still apart, let's leave religion out, but
right.
This is basically, it suits the social structure and the betterment of society and the development and progress of society.
Right.
To have monogamy.
But do you think that if we understand this thing about human nature, we are able to understand more as to why we cheat and why these divorce rates are going up? Do you think that it's all connected together?
Yes, I think it helps us to understand.
Mm-hmm.
और दूसरा जो आपने कहा ना कि there's a desire in males to spread their genes and also. I'm not very sure if that's the real motivation.
Okay.
It's much more. I would say it's much more, temporal or,
impulsive and desire oriented.
Impulsive and strength of desire is more what makes for the difference.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Thanks for participating on the show.
It was an interesting program. I hardly tune into this. Has this station, just a question for you, has this station something to do with Rehan Siddiqui's station, or is it totally different now?
Of course not. This station is owned by Bollywood Shows for You and Mohit Khan, and we have been, we have been on air, for instance, 1st January 2016. But just 2 weeks ago, we have embarked upon 105.3 FM, and we are a 24-hour radio station.
Were you at 1480 before this?
Yes, we were on 1480 since 1st January.
I was just tuned in to see the differences. There was some other program going on.
Yes, now we are Radio The Bunk can only be heard on 105.3 FM.
So is Rehan Siddiqui also?
I'm not too sure about that.
Sure.
And you know what?
I just wanted to know.
Thank you so much for participating on the show, and we can talk about it some other time as well. And if you have any more questions, you can call us up on the front desk. Alrighty, so what are we talking about today? Interesting. I must say that just before I started the topic and I was reading all this stuff, I learned so much more about human beings, about the differences between the men and the women. Today we are talking about are human beings monogamous by nature? और monogamy को define करें, मुझे अपने लिए भी define करना पड़ा, and I'd like to define for you all once again as well, is the practice or the state of being married to one person at a time. To be with one person at a time. Science कहती है कि human beings are more inclined towards a polygamous nature, which is the practice in which one person is involved with more than one partners. That means one man has multiple wives or one woman has multiple husbands. Polyandry की बात करें जहाँ पे एक औरत के कई husbands हैं is very scarce around the world. But just recently, some news that was coming out of China did talk about brothers sharing the same wife. Brothers sharing the same wife happens in parts of India as well. It happens in part of China as well and East Asia. I am not talking about the legality of these relationships here. लेकिन सोसाइटी और कल्चर और कानून खास तौर पे और बहुत दफा रिलीजन भी हम पर मोनोगमी इम्पोज करता है एंड इट इज कंसिडर्ड इनफिडेलिटी अगर एक से ज्यादा पार्टनर के साथ इन्वॉल्वमेंट सरेआम आ जाए पब्लिक के सामने आ जाए. So what is your opinion about it? What do you think? जितना आपने जिंदगी को देखा है, जितना आपने लोगों को समझा है, अपनी जिंदगी में बहुत सारे एक्सपीरियंसेस खुद किए होंगे, बहुत सारी लोगों की जिंदगियों को देखा होगा, पता चला होगा कि जिंदगी की हकीकत क्या है, बहसे इंसान हमारी नेचर, हमारा मिजाज क्या है. आपका ओपिनियन आप मेरे साथ शेयर कर सकते हैं. 713-974-4000 is the number to call us up in the studios. 713-974-4000 पे आप WhatsApp टेक्स्ट मैसेजेस भी भेज सकते हैं और इसके अलावा The Bridge comes your way Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. हफ्ते के 4 दिन मेरी आपकी मुलाकात रहती है and this is actually the first week of the show and It has been a great week. आपके फीडबैक का, आपके मैसेजेस का और आपकी पार्टिसिपेशन का बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करती हूँ. एंड फॉर दोस्त जो कि हमारे शो में पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहते हैं इन एन anonymous वे, यानी कि शो में पार्टिसिपेट करना चाहते हैं लेकिन अपना नाम रिवील नहीं करना चाहते, that's absolutely fine. I think it doesn't really matter right now okay, what our names are. What matters is that what's on our mind. What is it that we think? What is it that we feel? And how we have formed our opinions. So we're going to have another anonymous caller on the air with us. Hello there. You're on the bridge. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi there. You're on the bridge.
Yeah,
You're on air. Yes. So the topic today is... Yes, that is the name of the show, The Bridge.
Is it in Houston?
Yes, it's right here in Houston and you're on air right now. And today our topic is, can you tell us if you think that human beings are monogamous by nature? What does your mind say about this? What have you learned in your life?
Well, I'll start by saying that, do you like mango ice cream or chocolate ice cream?
Do I like mango ice cream or do I like chocolate ice cream? Well, I like cheesecake and sometimes I wouldn't mind mango or chocolate as well. Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you like strawberry more or do you like vanilla more?
Well, there are times I like strawberry more and there are times, and I think that's with everybody. But सबका एक pet flavor भी होता है.
Exactly. So what I'm trying to say, that question.
Okay.
Why ask? It was a rhetorical question.
I got that, I think.
Basically, yeah, it was basically saying that, let's say you dated a guy that looked like Johnny Depp, right?
Okay.
And you liked his long hair, you know, he was a lean guy, and then all of a sudden you met,
okay,
and you liked that,
right? You know what?
That player.
I would like. Can I like just interrupt you for a second, please? You know what we're gonna do is that it is a lot of adults are listening to us, but you know when it comes to language, can I just request you to be a little more careful with the words you use, especially the curse words, because then
definitely.
I won't be able to take you. I will have to take you off the air, and I won't be able to
no
continue
problem.
this conversation with you. Thank you so much. So you think? Let me know. Because until now we have had a few men on the show, and everyone is coming on air and saying that yes, men are, or should I say, human beings are not really monogamous. So would you agree with that? Yes or no?
I agree
Okay.
that we can't just date one person. Otherwise, we become the shell of ourselves. I mean, the more we meet people, the more friends we make, the less clingy we get. I think the more we grow and learn to love ourselves more.
Okay.
By loving more human beings rather than just one.
Wow. Okay, so let's not talk about dating here, because let's talk about being married. Being married to more than one person, or being with one person for a long period of time. Because if you're gonna spend like 4 or 5 years with one person, whether you're married to them or whether you're just dating them, you will get the attachment. You will get the clingy feeling. So do human beings just get bored and then they want to move on, or they're looking for more excitement, or what do they want to do?
Well, a woman could be completely perfectly in love with her man or with her husband, and then an old school crush comes along, like from college, and that was the best thing that ever happened to her, and she's at a crossroads of where, I mean, does she want that passionate love that she had in college, or does she want that nice guy who could take care of bills and, oh, hi honey, hey, I'm home,
right. I
mean, does she want that corny? I mean, does she want that perfect life, or does she want that bad boy? Does she want that guy who's, like that John Abraham in her life, or does she want to
exactly?
Does she want to fun?
Okay.
So point is that we as human beings, not being specific whether it's male or female, I think we're both the same people. We're mankind. We're just a species. Okay. Women happen to be more beautiful than men are.
Okay.
And we tend to look.
Right.
And we tend to look, and even if we don't actually go through with it all, we still look.
Right.
Like, let's say if a guy is he doesn't cheat or doesn't do anything, but he looks at a magazine and he goes, "Wow, Aishwarya Rai looks so beautiful," or Priyanka Chopra looks really hot. That is basically the eyes cheating. In a different way, you have committed adultery.
Right.
In certain ways, I'm speaking in religiously or anything like that. I'm just saying that we all cheat in certain ways. We all like to try different things. We like to think or imagine we want to do it. Fantasy, sometimes why do we, close this is an adult show. Like, why do we close our eyes sometimes, You know what I mean?
Right.
When you're kissing somebody, sometimes you kiss a girl and she's closing her eyes. Maybe she's imagining, something else. You never know.
Somebody else. Okay. Let me ask you this. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I think this is a very interesting conversation. Thank you so much for participating. But I have a question here. Okay, let's imagine a society, because I'm going to be winding up the show in just a little bit as well. Let's imagine a society where most of the relationships are not monogamous. It's not one-to-one. It is, having legally and happy and with everyone's consent. Maybe this is a world where, it's very normal to have multiple wives, or it's very normal to have multiple husbands. What would be different in such a world? How would that world shape, and how would people be raising their kids in such a society?
Well, let's say there were a lot of people from the LGBT community in Parliament, or like, let's say they, in the next 50 years, we have the first gay president, right? Yeah. Now how when people don't get married, marriage is sanctity. It's like a religious, affirmation and confirmation.
Right.
Confirmation of your love and your bond to each other and your promise that you're going to be together forever.
Right.
A lot of people fight, husbands and wives, brothers and sisters, mothers and, sons. And that time comes when you just go, you know what? F this, I'm going to do what I want to do. and whatever makes your body, whatever makes you feel happier. Let's say if your husband never gave you much attention, never noticed your hair, and all of a sudden this guy is, really noticing your hair and, touching your hair, and that makes you feel better as a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You will, every woman, why do they put on makeup? They want to be admired. Why do they, wear nice clothes?
That's debatable. But yeah,
well,
okay.
Not just for their husbands.
Okay.
Like, why do married women wear such good clothes when they go out to parties? They want to be seen. They want to be said.
I could debate that. I could really debate that. I think
हर दूसरे घर की बीवी अच्छी लगती है.
अच्छा, हाँ, आगे बढ़ते. ये हम किसी और दिन बात करेंगे. हाँ, दूसरों की बीवी अच्छी लगती है, अपने बच्चे अच्छे लगते हैं. ये तो बिल्कुल नॉर्मल बात है. But thank you so much. बहुत शुक्रिया पार्टिसिपेट करने का. बहुत शुक्रिया. Thank you so much for participating on the shows. 713-974-4000 is the number to call in, and you're on the bridge right here. My name is Leena, Shah, and interesting conversations today. I was not really expecting it to pan out this way. But एक दफा दोबारा A से शुरू करते हैं, और today is actually the 4th episode for the show. And the topic today is, are human beings monogamous by nature? You're on the bridge. Hello.
Hi, Leena.
Hi there.
I was wondering that कि अगर जैसे बात हो रही थी आपका शो में सुन रहा था, very interesting topic.
Thank you.
तो मैं ये जानना चाह रहा था कि अगर men are less monogamous और उनके बच्चे होते हैं लड़का और लड़की, तो क्या ये जीन में है या it's just a brought up of the men in the society? तो मुझे ये थोड़ी चीज कंफ्यूज कर रही थी, क्योंकि अगर औरतें ज्यादा मोनोगमस हैं और वो इंक्लिनेशन उनकी उस तरफ है कि एक पार्टनर हो और एक फैमिली हो, तो इट हैज टू कम फ्रॉम द मैन, राइट, इन द जीन. अगर मैं मोनोगमस नहीं हूं और मेरे बच्चे होते हैं, तो अगर ये जीन में है तो डेफिनेटली माय किड्स, वन ऑफ माय किड्स विल गो फॉर दैट ऑप्शन टू.
Right.
So ये जीन में तो नहीं है. This is what I've got it from your conversation so far.
Yes. See, so something that I've read. I'm no expert on this, and we're just having a conversation. Everyone's coming in and pitching in whatever they think. But what I have read is that how men and women have evolved to a point is it's any male thing in this world wants to spread its pollen.
Right.
That's it. And I'm just getting down to basic science, okay? There are people laughing in the studio. But any female thing, what it wants to do, it wants to prepare the bud, nurture the bud, and then when it blossoms, then take care of it and then raise it and be with it till the end. So I think कि अगर हम उस basic natural instinct पे जाएं, male और female की, so it is more natural. I mean, मेरा logic ये कहता है, and I may not be right here, but I would feel that it is naturally inclination for a male to spread the sperm and the genes, and it is naturally inclined for a female to actually protect the family. And I think if she's thinking about the well-being of her kids, तो usually if you go out into the jungle, तो जब कोई और मेल आता है तो वो पिछले मेल के जितने ऑफस्प्रिंग होते हैं उन सबको मार देगा, चाहे वो शेर हो चाहे वो बंदर हो. वो जब एक कॉलोनी का हेड बनेगा जाके, और उस कॉलोनी के हेड को उसने जो है वो मार गिराया होगा या वहां से निकाल दिया होगा, वो स्ट्रॉन्गर मेल जब आएगा तो वो पिछले मेल के जितने बच्चे होंगे उनको मार देगा. तो एक माँ ये सोचेगी कि जी मुझे अपने बच्चों को प्रोटेक्ट करना है, तो शी विल ट्राई टू प्रोटेक्ट दैट फैमिली. एंड इन सच सिचुएशंस दैट्स व्हाई बेयर्स की बात कर लें, बेयर जो है, फीमेल बेयर्स अपने मेल से अलग हो जाती है अपने बच्चे को लेकर, वो अकेली उसकी नशोनुमा करती है. So
I'm sorry to
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, go ahead.
Bears हैं जो animals हैं, they didn't go through the evolution process, right? We did.
Well, they did, but we are more evolved. We are more evolved than them, but they did as well. Yeah.
So मैं ये समझता हूँ कि हर सोसाइटी का डिफरेंट है. बहुत सारी सोसाइटीज में मर्द जो हैं वो मोनोगमस हैं, जो ना फीमेल्स तो मेजॉरिटी में मोनोगमस हैं.
Okay.
लेकिन मर्द जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा मोनोगमस है. मैंने खुद देखे हैं ऐसी सोसाइटीज, ऐसे गांव, ऐसे जो जगह है वो देखी हैं. तो I don't know whether it's a brought up और क्या है, मुझे I don't know. I'm definitely gonna go through it. It's very interesting subject. और मैं एक और भी मैं पॉइंट ऐड करूँ, जो पोलोगमी जो मल्टीपल पार्टनर्स रखते हैं उनमें हार्ट डिसीजेस ज्यादा होने के इम्कानात होते हैं. एंड और उसके अलावा जो है
क्या होने के ज्यादा इम्कानात होते हैं दोबारा बताइएगा प्लीज
हार्ट
डिजीजेस ओके ओके
और उसके अलावा डिप्रेशन
ओके
अभी मैं आई वाज डूइंग सम रिसर्च ऑन टेलीग्राफ एंड डेली टाइम्स
ओके
तो उसमें से मैं थोड़ा देख रहा था तो इट वाज वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर
थैंक्स फॉर पार्टिसिपेटिंग शुक्रिया आपका Well, very interesting. Before I thought about having this thing on the show, kal ke show mein we were talking about cheating and the only way cheating would exist when there is an expectation to be monogamous. Then science कहती है, and of course culture बहुत कुछ अलग कहता है. रिलीजन इससे भी बहुत अलग कहता है लेकिन साइंस ये कहती है कि बहुत दोनों सोशल कॉन्टेक्स्ट में भी और सेक्सुअल कॉन्टेक्स्ट में भी ह्यूमन बीइंग्स आर मोर polygamous on a very natural state. Scientists have also said that जैसे कि हमारे पिछले कॉलर ये बात कर रहे थे that being polygamous is more in males as compared to females. Science say that females are mildly polygamous. Now, earlier show में ये भी बात हो रही थी. Where is this coming from? Is this coming from a deep instinctive desire to spread your offspring, or is it more got to do with desire or impulse? They also say that the committed partnership between a man and woman is for the well-being of the children. So the human species, they have actually evolved to make commitments between males and females in regards to raising their offspring. So this is the bond. The human species is somewhat, unique. अगर अपने दूसरे mammal counterparts की बात करें तो 713-974-4000 is the number to call us up in the studios. You're on the bridge. Hello.
Hey, hi.
Hi there.
Naveen here.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's great. You're on the bridge. Do you think human beings are monogamous by nature?
Yes.
Okay.
But not by nature actually, by religion or by the growth, the people how they grow up.
By evolution.
But not by but not by species, whatever you say.
Okay.
Both genders come in that. It's not about only male or female.
Okay.
I saw people in both the directions, both genders.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that we are not monogamous.
We are not monogamous. Okay.
Yeah.
So why has society become monogamous? So why have we evolved to be monogamous then? क्या ख्याल है आपका इस बारे में?
See, the thing is, good and bad came along with us. ये हमारा thinking है.
Mm-hmm.
तो जो अच्छा सोचा है उसने बोला है कि go in this direction, you will have a better future.
Okay.
Like whenever
a better
you
future. Okay.
Whenever you have stayed with someone or married to someone, so try to be loyal as much as possible. That's
I like how you put it. Try to be loyal as much as possible.
As much as possible.
Yeah.
But nothing is 100%, right?
Right.
You see, and वही लोग बोला था कि duty not admired is a sin.
Okay.
तो कौन सा लेना है?
Yes, I didn't get that. Can you say that again?
Yeah. So a lot of people say that when you are married to someone, you need to be loyal to them. एक पति एक पत्नी का रिश्ता रहना चाहिए वगैरह वगैरह. The same people say beauty not admired is a sin.
Okay. Okay. So beauty admire करने का तरीका भी तो हर एक का अपना अलग-अलग होता है ना. कोई मतलब
right.
someone goes all the way, someone सिर्फ कोई शेर बोल देता है. So but interesting. I like your input.
अब पार्टी में जाते हैं तो people admiring your wife, some people can take it, some people cannot take it. Yeah, so अलग-अलग तरीका होता है. लोग ज्यादा सोच लेते हैं उनके दिमाग में. So that's upon the person and the perception what you look at. राइट किसी को कोई अच्छा लगता है, किसी को कोई ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है, तो it's the same person, but two different people looking at the same other person, the perspective may be different. So I may be looking at a different angle, and someone may be looking at a different.
Absolutely.
Right?
No two people are the same.
Yeah.
Agreed. Thank you so much. बहुत शुक्रिया. Appreciate your calling in. You know what I'm actually getting out of it? Don't worry, अभी मेरे पास एक एस है जो कि मैं शामिल करूंगी और उस एस को शामिल करने के लिए मैं अपना स्टूडियो का एक और माइक ओपन करूंगी. आई हैव समवन इन द स्टूडियो हु वांट्स टू कंट्रीब्यूट टू द शो एज वेल. और आपको ये भी बताती चलूं, अभी 1 बजे के बाद 2 बजे तक अस्मिता सिंह इज गोना बी हियर. शी इज गोना बी डेब्यूइंग राइट हियर ऑन रेडियो दबंग विद हर द ग्रो योर बिजनेस शो, सो डोंट मिस दैट. आज के शो से मैं क्या समझ रही हूं, जो मुझे क्या समझ आया है, अक्सर हम इतनी लंबी जिंदगी जब एक पार्टनर के साथ गुजारते हैं तो उस जिंदगी में बहुत सारी ऊंच नीच होती है. कभी-कभी हमें बहुत धचके मिलते हैं. हमें किसी लड़की का वियर्ड सा टेक्स्ट अपने हस्बैंड के फोन में मिल जाए तो लगता है कि पैरों तले जमीन निकल गई है. कोई चलते चलते जो है वो हमारी वाइफ को देख ले और हमारी वाइफ को हम देखें तो वो वापस उसको देख रही हो, या फिर हमें पता चले कि शी हैज बीन आउट विद समवन और उसने हमको बताया नहीं. जिंदगी में चलते चलते ऐसे धचके जब मिलते हैं तो लगता है बस सारी जिंदगी खत्म हो गई है, ये घर हमारा उजड़ गया है. लेकिन इंसान की साइकोलॉजी को समझना बहुत जरूरी है, अपनी साइकोलॉजी को, ह्यूमन बीइंग की नेचर को समझना बहुत जरूरी है, ये सब कुछ बर्दाश्त करने के लिए, इस सब कुछ को झेलने के लिए, और उसके बाद अपनी रिलेशनशिप में एक्साइटमेंट पैदा करने के लिए भी. Okay, fine. So what we're going to do right now is we have the last participant on the show, and would you prefer to be anonymous? Or?
Sure.
Okay, that's great. Hi there.
Hey.
So you're on the bridge.
Okay, so I was listening to what you guys were talking about, and it's a very interesting topic. My personal opinion is that, people tend to, I don't think that, human beings are monogamous by nature, as I believe many people have shared that same opinion, a lot of callers. And it's just that, we're not, for any one particular thing in anything we do, and a lot of times we have to curb our excesses. And so we tend to be excessive in many things, So if you want to talk about biology and human nature, the way human beings used to live, maybe many thousands of years ago, our metabolism, what we eat, the way we digest food, the way we absorb sugars and all that kind of stuff was accommodated to how we evolved over time. Now in modern society, we have an abundance of food, we have an abundance of all kinds of things, and for those reasons we need to curb the excess appetites that we have.
And
right?
the same goes for mates
and
as
the
well.
same goes for mates. Same goes for anything.
Right.
Anything that you do in life,
एक ज़माने में वाइफ ढूंढना बड़ा मुश्किल काम होता था. अक्सर बेशतर आपको साथ वाले गांव में जाके किसी और की वाइफ को चोरी करके लाके उसको छुपा के रखना पड़ता था, एंड उसको आप वो कुछ पहनाते थे जो फाइनली एक वेडिंग बैंड बन गया है, वेडिंग रिंग बन गया है. It has evolved to be a wedding band.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Continue.
Yeah. No. And that's along the
आजकल
line
बहुत आसान है. आप shaadi.com पे जाएं, आपको हजारों
there's
एक सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं.
There's an abundance, and there's all kinds of options, all kinds of personalities, all kinds of ethnicities. Different types of shapes of bodies and whatnot. And I'm sure people, the way they used to live, they would probably, they probably lived within their own ethnicities, their own races, and therefore people were very similar. And now there's such a variety, of individuals.
There's a big mix in the gene pool.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there's that too. So there's, and I mean, I don't think that it's
but
just
human
about
beings are not
temptations
monogamous, you're saying, by nature.
By nature, I don't think so. No, and I'll say that from.
Then why do we have a more monogamous, loving society? Why is not monogamy? Monogamy is, why is polygamy looked down upon?
Because
by normal people.
Well, I'd say that marriage is a moral institution, right? It's a
moral institution.
It's a thing of morality,
okay.
Right? To be faithful to your wife, and it's just that to be involved with many people causes a lot of issues. Obviously, if you're going to be devoted to one individual. You're going to be very intimate with them, share your personal secrets. There's a lot of very personal, private things that you entrust in somebody, and to all of a sudden go and share those things with somebody else.
Four different wives.
That one person who felt very unique, who felt very special in your life, all of a sudden not so special anymore, because the things that they know very intimately about you, they know that somebody else knows about you as well, and somebody else knows about you as well, and so you're not so special because there are other people who can potentially replace you. And so there's not that, that specialness doesn't exist when you're involved with too many people. And then obviously the whole thing with children and a family, how are you going to go with, have your children and then have like multiple wives in the situation? And, there was a time and place for that, historically. And there was a reason for that. And it wasn't just because of indulging in multiple wives. There was an excess of women because of war times, and there was a lack of men to support these women. And so, again, the reason for doing that was a moral reason.
Right.
But these things change over time, And so as circumstances and conditions change, as the balance of men to women, that ratio changes, then the necessities of how we curb our excesses. And how we deal with
I was actually reading something about just one child policy that has been in China for so many years now. Because of that, there is very fewer women and more men. So in many households, two brothers are sharing the same wife, and that's a very normal setup in some households there. So
sure.
Whatever calls for it, is that what you're saying? Whatever is suited for that environment.
It's an adaptation to the situation. Whatever can balance things out. Whatever balance is the way. If things are not balanced, then I think you have another caller. No,
I think we don't have enough time. Yes. Maybe another day.
Sure.
Thank you so much for sharing your opinion with us. I appreciate that. Interestingly, I have a message here, and I'm going to read this anonymously. I think everyone is anonymous on the show except for myself. But thank you so much.
Nobody wants to be persecuted for their opinions.
That's okay. We're just talking about what human nature is. And at the end of the day, we don't know about this. We are innocent. And the more we learn about it, the more we can enhance our lives and our families and our relationships as well. This is another anonymous message. I don't think it's about gender. We have evolved over 1 million years, twisting and tweaking things along the way, thinking that the decision made were the best for our society. Now we are living in a society with rules devised over centuries. We are questioning them, as is the nature of human beings. So questioning everything is the nature of human beings.
Sure, and I'll add something else, that monogamy is also highly dependent, I think, on sensitivity.
Okay.
Why you would say that men are more inclined to be polygamous than women is probably because women are more sensitive, and not that they probably don't desire on some deep level, but because they have a level of sensitivity. And I'm sure there are men out there who are more sensitive than certain women, and it's that level of sensitivity that you have, which you'll probably decide on how monogamous you decide to be in the long run, right?
Interesting. Yeah. I'm going to end the show by saying something here. Whether we are ready for a polygamous relationships or not, it's a very individual choice. Whoever wants it will fight for it, and the rest of the population will fight against it. But whether it's right or wrong, nobody knows. And that's very subjective to different individuals. Thank you so much for being on The Bridge today. I'll be back on Monday at 12 midday.